Ladies and gentlemen, I hope all is well with you. I'm doing this series in parts, so hence the same clothes. But anyway, I pray that the Lord would touch someone's heart. I just pray that God is just going to move someone's spirit that has been sitting down and wondering, can I do this? Am I able to go back to school? Do I have money? Am I able to start this business? I just pray that in the name of Jesus, that the Lord moves you and wake up something in your belly. So, we're matriculated in law school. It's 2001, 2003, 4, and 5. I meet my husband in law school, and it was great. And I get pregnant in law school. And so my pregnancies are so difficult. So I sat out a semester. Here's another monkey wrench. So he graduates first, and he got sworn in as a lawyer first. When he graduated, and when I graduated, so because it's staggered, you get to take the bar twice a year, February and July. So he gets out and then takes the bar. So that whole semester he had to wait to take the bar. By that time I finished, and then he gets sworn in July, and I get sworn in November. But between the time I get sworn in, we decided to open up the law office. Mind you, we don't have money. At this time, we have 2 children, because I have my first daughter and then 2 little girls. We don't have money to open. We don't have money for equipment. So we don't have money for anything. But we knew that we needed the flexibility. And I couldn't work for anybody because I had these 2 little children. I can't work for people because we were living far. Now we have moved to New Hampshire. And so he said that we need to open the office. And I'm like, how are we going to do it? But see, I'm the one that lives by faith. My husband Ishmael is very calculative. He calculates everything. And if it doesn't seem like it's going to work, he's just not going to do it. And Mr. Thronka said, well, we need to open the office. So there was a guy who went to school with us who was selling off his things from his old business, because the school we went to was a lot for older people that was in businesses and stuff like that. So I reached out to him and I negotiated with him to buy off desk, computers, phones, and all this stuff that we didn't have, that we were going to arguably spend over $15,000, $20,000 to acquire, and we didn't have a dime of it. And so Ishmael was able to find, Mr. Thornton was able to find a place for like $500 a month. So that, we figured, was fine. He was still working at this group center that just to help support us. Didn't make much money, but he made that enough to be able to pay our rent and mortgage and stuff. So we decided we're going to take the place. And the landlord was so gracious. He didn't bother us. The whole time we were there, he never bothered us for rent or everything. That's just God moving. Because if I had worked for somebody else, I don't think I would have been able to give myself and my services pro bono as I did over the 20 years of my career. And so we got the place, negotiated for this. And I remember we got a U-Haul, we were asking people, we're hauling things, and I'm physically working. And there were nights where he sleeps in the office because I'm home with the kids and he's sleeping in the office. I remember the first day of the office was everything was set up. I'm proud that everything is set up. And I'm sitting there looking at the phone. And I'm like, phone ring. And the phone's not ringing. Next day I get up and I'm excited. I'm taking my kids because the older one is in school, but the younger one, she's with me. So I dress her up. I dress up because now, at this time, I haven't been sworn in yet. I'm studying for the bar. He's already sworn in. And I take the little one to the office. I'm dressed up as the secretary, right? Because we can't afford employees. So I would sit there and like, ring, just ring. And of course, phone doesn't ring again. And this happened, I believe, for weeks and weeks. And there was a hint of discouragement coming in. I'm like, did we make Actually, no. I didn't question if we made a mistake. I never questioned that. It was just that some mornings to get myself up and get the kid ready, it was hard because you're going and the phone is not ringing. And then I believe it was about maybe week number 3 or so. The phone call came. There was a phone call because we couldn't advertise. There's no money. So it was just literally word of mouth. I belonged to a church there, and people knew us in the community because I'm a community person. I saturate myself in the community. And so somebody from the church knew somebody, either that or Ishmael knew somebody who that person called him to help him with their case. And then now the phone rings. Oh my God. It was like, oh. And we started from there. The phone rang that first time. He did an amazing job on the case. That person took the news. One at a time, the news began to spread. Phone started ringing, and I was fully the secretary. I would do his briefs, I would do his motion, I would answer his phone, I would answer his phone call. I was the full secretary. It was so funny, when I got sworn in, he still thought I was a secretary. I said, bruh, I'm a lawyer now. But I still had to function as the secretary because we didn't have anyone. And there were nights we would sleep on the floor in the office, like with these kids, because we knew we already put our foot in the middle of the ocean. There was no turning back. So I just want to urge somebody that's watching this. If you have a business that you want to start, even if there's no money, and you just talk to people, tell people, you just never know that destiny helper that would say, oh, I have a room you can use, or I have this, or I have that. Talk to people within this business, in that business sector, and get some ideas. Somebody will help you. There will be someone that will open the door for you.